Hi, everyone. Okay, so we just have a pretty typical homework or asynchronous work today. There are some notes that you should write down in your notebook or type into your online science journal with a couple of vocab words and then some examples. So we started talking about geological processes in class, and I just wanted to make sure that you have a definition for that. So a geological process is a way that the Earth's structure is changed. And that could be the structure like of the parts that we see or kind of the overlying structure. All right, some geological processes are caused by tectonic plate movement. So these are things that are happening kind of on a bigger scale. That's earthquakes, volcanoes, mountain building, seafloor spreading, that kind of stuff. There's also rift valleys, everything that's caused by tectonic plate movement that actually changes the surface of the Earth. So make sure you get down those examples. There'll be a question about that in the form. And then some geological processes are caused by weather and climate. So this is glaciers, landslides, weathering and erosion, flooding, stuff like that. That's usually happening kind of on a smaller scale, although glaciers, some of these things can be really big, but they are often smaller than, for example, a chain of mountains being built. All right. And then just a quick definition about scale. So scale is the amount of space or time a process takes up. We might be talking about a large scale event, meaning that it takes up a lot of space on the Earth, or we might be talking about a short scale event, which just doesn't take very much time. So we can use that in both ways. An example would be that mountain building is a large scale process because it can happen over many hundreds of miles. So that's a process that's almost always large scale. You're not really going to have any small scale mountain building, but a lot of the processes can be large or small or medium scale. All right, and then one more example there. You don't have to write this down. Erosion is usually a small scale process because it can happen in a very small area. Of course, you can also have like a lot of erosion happening over a large area, but the process itself is usually taking place just in individual rocks or individual grains of sand, but they can add up to a very large area over time. Okay, so that's it for today, a really short one. Make sure you go and do the Google form now, and I will see you in class.